Welcome to the Get Active New Jersey presentation on Improving Walkability Through Policy. My name is Leanne Von Hagen, and I work for the Voorhees Transportation Center at Rutgers University on projects that improve walking and bicycling in New Jersey. Our projects are funded by the New Jersey Department of Transportation and Federal Highway Administration. For today's presentation, I was asked to cover best practice in policy that can improve community walkability. Let's start with the basics. Walking is widely known as one of the healthiest things most people can do. It's simple. Walking is an easy way to start and maintain a physically active lifestyle. It's inexpensive. Walking requires no special equipment and is the most common form of physical activity for people across the country. And it's easy. Walking can serve many purposes. It can be a way to exercise, have fun, or get to school, work, or other nearby destinations. But is walking easy in your neighborhood? If not, what are the barriers to people of all ages and abilities to go for a walk? Addressing barriers to walking is one of the reasons the U.S. Surgeon General launched a call to action to promote walking and walkable communities in September of last year. One of the goals is to create a national walking movement to improve community walkability through programs and policies that provide opportunities and encouragement for walking. If you have not already read the call to action report on surgeongeneral.gov, I highly recommend it. It's no longer news that there are serious reasons for improving community walkability. 26.9% of New Jersey adults are considered obese. Being physically inactive is responsible for 1 in 10 deaths among U.S. adults. Just 1 out of 5 New Jersey adults participate in enough aerobic and muscle strengthening exercises to meet national physical activity guidelines. The problem is particularly acute in children. Nearly 1 in 4 children in New Jersey is overweight or obese. 16.6% of low-income kids ages 2 to 4 years old are obese. Overweight adolescents have a 70% chance of becoming overweight or obese adults. The mantra of health professionals when talking about how to address issues with obesity and inactivity is make the healthy choice the easy choice. This goes for making sure people have access to healthy foods as well as accessible and safe walking environments. There are many ways to address policies that can improve walking. I will be focusing on local government policies, both municipal and school. Before we dig in, you can find a summary of much that I'm presenting in the Get Active New Jersey Walkability Toolkit, which can be downloaded from the New Jersey Prevention Network's website. Let's start with municipal policy. There are 2 common ways to take official action: resolutions and ordinances. Resolutions generally state a position of the municipality, whether it's to appoint members to a committee or to state policy. An ordinance is local law that regulates persons or property. Both offer the ability for public comment and are passed by council vote. In addition, I will discuss master plans and how they can be the building blocks to create walkable environments. One way to address walking policy through resolution is by adopting a municipal complete streets policy. Complete streets are designed for everyone. By everyone, we mean all roadway users, all travel modes, including pedestrians, cyclists, and transit users, and travelers of all ages and abilities. Complete streets bring pedestrians and other road users back into the conversation about how streets are designed. Roadway design is no longer solely about moving as many cars and trucks as fast as possible through our communities. It's now about what's happening in our communities. The benefits of complete streets are diverse and wide-ranging. Everything from better health and stronger economies to improved safety and mobility. Once you have adopted a complete streets policy, you can take steps to implement it through reviewing municipal plans, zoning, and ordinances to make sure they conform to the new policy. And this is where we stand right now with the adoption of complete streets policies. New Jersey actually leads the nation in the number of policies adopted. To find out if your municipality has adopted a policy, visit njbikeped.org for the complete list. This shows the number of complete streets policies by county. You can see that Essex and Bergen are leading the way. If your municipality does not have a policy, it's a good time to start a conversation about how adopting a policy may help improve pedestrian travel. Another way to address building walkable communities is planning for them through municipal master plans. Every town in New Jersey must by law have a master plan. The master plan establishes goals and objectives and outlines development strategies. The master plan serves as the basis for local zoning ordinances. The difference between master plans and ordinances is simple. Master plans guide land use for the future, while zoning ordinances regulate the use of the land in the present. The master plan is a blueprint for our community. It implements the community goals and vision through a series of land use and transportation improvements. The role of the master plan is to explain what we want to accomplish, develop improvements to implement the vision, and evaluate whether we have achieved that vision. There are 4 required elements of a master plan. Land use and housing elements provide the bulk of the information on how infrastructure will be developed. They are mandatory to enact zoning ordinances. Municipalities are encouraged to enhance their master plans by including optional elements. Once completed, the master plans are presented at hearings and officially adopted by the Planning Board. Many municipalities have some of these optional elements and many have none. It's good to do a little digging to find out which elements have been completed and the age of the documents. Goals and strategies that address walking can be embedded into almost every element. You may find an opportunity to update your municipal master plan or specific elements. A master plan also drives development and redevelopment and the capital improvement program. A capital improvement program is a short-range plan, usually 3 to 10 years, for funding public facilities and infrastructure. If your master plan predates the Complete Streets policy, or you don't have a Complete Streets policy, there is no explicit direction on how to plan for and develop projects and streets according to those Complete Streets principles. It doesn't mean it won't happen, but the Capital Improvement Program is something that should come about based on vision, goals, and the recommendations of the master plan for the community, not something that comes about by chance. The zoning ordinance regulates current use of land. Typical zoning districts include residential, commercial, industrial, and agriculture. The manner in which a municipality approaches zoning decision is crucial to the creation and maintenance of providing a safe and accommodating pedestrian environment. For example, zoning can regulate streetscapes, roadway design requirements, and maintenance. The extent to which those regulations provide pedestrian-friendly environments will vary among communities. Let's look at a zoning ordinance. Zoning typically looks at individual parcels and properties and describes how the land can be used and developed. This is a sample zoning ordinance from Chatham Borough. First, before Complete Streets integration, and then after. Before integration, the site planning and design standards were mostly infrastructure and auto-oriented with some mention of sidewalks. After integration, we can see the introduction of bicycle standards and pedestrian circulation. The Chatham Complete Streets element can be integrated directly into the ordinances so that new development and redevelopment properly accommodate all users, all modes, and all abilities. And this was a very cost-effective approach which augments the existing ordinance by inserting multimodal references. School boards of education also have the ability to address walking through policy. Adopting policy is a mandated function of the school board. Policies establish direction for the district and its schools, set the goals, assign authority, and are the means by which educators are accountable to the public. School boards are mandated to adopt school wellness, also called nutrition, policies, and can adopt policies that support walking and bicycling to schools and school siting and design standards that account for ways students can walk to and from schools. Both federal and state law require the adoption of a local school wellness policy that includes goals for nutrition education, physical activity, and other school-based activities that are designed to promote student wellness. These requirements apply to the public and non-public schools that participate in any of the federally funded child nutrition programs. A comprehensive school wellness policy will go beyond the mandate and address ways to provide quality physical education, active recess opportunities, in-class physical education, and ways to provide physical activity before and after school including walking and biking to and from schools. Many New Jersey school districts, like Camden, have successfully adopted comprehensive wellness policies that include active travel to and from schools and physical activity, and are making great progress in providing healthier options to students. The most important reason to have a policy is to make expectations consistent school district-wide. In addition to school wellness policies, school districts can adopt school bicycling or walking policies. Individual walking and bicycling policy standardizes transportation safety rules for the district. Students and guardians may not be aware of safe pedestrian or cycling behavior. Policy like these can help lay the groundwork for better and safer behaviors and reduce liability concerns. For examples of model walking and bicycling policies, visit saferoutesnj.org. Why adopt policies about walking or bicycling to school? Outside of the classroom, walking to school has been associated with higher overall moderate to vigorous physical activity throughout the day. Students who walk to and from school are more likely to meet the recommended daily 60 minutes of physical activity. In addition, many studies document a link between physical activity and improved academic performance, including grades, test scores, and academic behaviors such as attendance, time on task, and homework completion. In New Jersey, we have over 300 active Safe Routes to School programs across the state, representing all types of schools and environments, including rural, suburban, and urban districts. There are many resources that can help guide municipalities on policies that address walking, including several guides that are specific to New Jersey. For example, the New Jersey Department of Transportation's Guide to Policy Development and their Guide to Creating a Complete Streets Implementation Plan are excellent resources that provide step-by-step instruction. The New Jersey Department of Transportation Pedestrian Safety Action Plan Toolkit includes a series of guidance documents that can be used to support complete streets and safe routes to school. One example is for enforcement, which describes the use of enforcement activities to both make drivers and pedestrians more aware of both their rights and their responsibilities. The New Jersey School Zone Design Guide provides guidance for the community of people, government, and schools involved in the effort to enable and encourage children, including those with disabilities, to walk and bicycle to school. If you are not familiar with Sustainable Jersey, there are excellent resources and actions on their website as well. Sustainable Jersey certification is a prestigious designation for municipal governments in New Jersey. Sustainable Jersey for Schools is a certification program for New Jersey public schools. Both include actions that address walkability that can earn points to becoming a sustainable, balanced environment. One of the best resources is free technical assistance. New Jersey has 8 regional transportation management associations that cover all 21 counties in the state. Staff within these associations are available to help with several walking initiatives, including Safe Routes to School programs, and advise on adopting complete streets policies. The New Jersey Bicycle and Pedestrian Resource Center and the New Jersey Safe Routes to School Resource Center assist public officials, transportation and health professionals, and the general public in creating a safer and more accessible walking and bicycling environment through research, education, and dissemination of information about best practices in policy and design. The centers are supported by the New Jersey Department of Transportation through funds provided by the Federal Highway Administration. Both centers are managed by the Allen M. Voorhees Transportation Center at Rutgers University and provide advice and technical assistance with complete streets, safe routes to school, and other initiatives that improve walking and bicycling environments. I would like to give a few recommendations about applying for the Get Active New Jersey grant program. If selected, applicants can receive up to $3,000 to help adopt written policies to promote walking. So what can you do for approximately $3,000? One idea is to conduct walkability assessments. These assessments evaluate the sidewalk, road, and neighborhood conditions around schools, senior centers, business districts, parks, or other neighborhood environments, and will identify and prioritize key safety improvements that can make walking safer and easier. It's important to form a team that includes local officials like engineers, police, health professionals, public works, school administration, and elected officials, as well as neighbors, children, seniors, faith-based organizations, and other important stakeholders. The walkability assessment can be used to inform several decisions, including updates to a master plan elements and the Municipal Capital Improvement Program. Another idea is to complete a school travel plan. The results of walking assessments help describe the existing conditions around a school is the first step in drafting a school travel plan. A school travel plan will identify potential problems that exist for students who already walk or bicycle to school and barriers that prevent others from walking or biking. The assessments can also suggest ideas for potential improvements you may propose in a school travel plan. School travel plans can earn points towards receiving infrastructure funding through the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Grant funding can also be used to prepare information to encourage adoption of supportive policies on walking and bicycling to school. By proactively adopting policies that encourage bicycling and walking in safe ways, districts can support healthy physical activity for children and the benefits for learning that children get from exercise. Grant funding can also be used to prepare information to encourage adoption of a complete streets policy. If your municipality already has an adopted policy, the next step is to ensure municipalities advance policy into action. For successful implementation, complete streets should become part of the culture and operations of the jurisdiction. This includes establishing internal review procedures that can change the day-to-day processes that guide transportation decision-making. Build institutional capacity through training to make sure the people who will apply the plans, policies, and procedures have a thorough understanding of what is required and a commitment to implementing complete streets. Training should be provided to elected officials, municipal employees, including engineers, public works employees, public health professionals, and planning and zoning officials. Conduct an audit of existing plans, policies, ordinances, procedures, and other guidance documents to ensure consistency with the Complete Streets policy and modify as necessary. This may include the master plan, bicycle and pedestrian plan, circulation element, project selection criteria, and design guides. Several New Jersey municipalities have adopted Complete Streets checklists, which are used as a tool to be used to ensure that all developed alternatives reflect compliance with the policy. Planning and engineering checklists integrate complete streets into project development and help make complete streets the default way of doing business. Checklists also ensure that procedures and standards are applied consistently for all projects. The Chatham Borough checklist evaluates various features and elements including roadway use, context, and safety. It's a good practice to conduct an audit of existing plans, policy, ordinances, procedures, and other guidance documents to ensure consistency with the Complete Streets policy and modify as necessary. This may include the master plan, bicycle and pedestrian plan, circulation element, project selection criteria, and design guidelines. The ordinance could be updated to require sidewalks, bicycle parking, landscaping, street trees, allow shared parking and higher densities near transit, and limit driveways, curb cuts, and cul-de-sacs. Reviewing guidance documents may be an ongoing process, and some issues may not be identified until project development. These are just a few ideas. There are many additional resources on our website at saferoutesnj.org that can help you improve walkability in your town. Please feel free to contact me with any questions. I hope you found this information helpful. I encourage all to apply to the Get Active New Jersey grant available through the New Jersey Prevention Network. Thank you.